Mic check, mic check. What's going on, world? You already know it's your boy SB, and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of the Sauce Files. As always, I hope you're doing what you got to do to get to where you got to be. I hope you had a productive day, and I hope you're ready to dive into today's conversation. So, today's quote is by one of my favorite authors, Mr. Don Miguel Ruiz, and it reads, "Your life isn't yours if you care what others think." When you look at the anatomy of a bumblebee, scientifically and theoretically, the bee isn't supposed to be able to fly. With small wings that aren't supposed to support their bodies in flight, it should be impossible for them to fly through the air. But despite defying the laws of physics, the bumblebee manages to carry out a very important task. Thanks to the Bee Movie, we learn the importance of bees and their role in pollination. According to research, close to 75 to 80% of crops around the world would die without pollination. It's safe to say that the bee's role is extremely important in nature, and if we adapted their mentality, we could be just as effective. Imagine how detrimental it would be for the world if bumblebees were easily offended by every winged animal and insect about the size of their wings. I can imagine that very little would get done. When we allow others to dictate our life based on their approval, we are surrendering our powers. But just like the bee, if we focused on our mission, we will have less room for the opinions of others, and we will be able to carry out the mission we were created for. The dreams that we have and the goals that we set out to achieve are attainable, but if we fail to regain control of the wheel, we will never reach our true potential. A couple of birthdays ago, I was walking to the store, and I had arguably one of the greatest epiphanies of my life. And I ain't gonna lie, I stumbled upon a couple of grams of psilocybin, and I wanted to truly take in the beauty of the good old Floridian outdoors. As I was walking to the store and the colors began to get more vibrant and I started to float along the sidewalk, I thought to myself, if these people knew how high I was right now, and before I could even finish the thought, the magic mushrooms interrupted. And they said, nobody gives a fuck. Just like you, these folks are on their way to a destination. And if they start worrying about your country ass, they might miss a turn. Hell, knowing Florida, they might just jump the curb and hit you. But the fact that I heard this conversation between my flesh and my soul was trippy enough. But it was even more trippy because it was true. For the remainder of that walk, I thought about the importance of becoming like the bumblebee. I thought how much more beneficial it would be if we stopped trying to prove our point to people by words and started to prove them through action. Because you can talk all day until the cows come home. You can convince whoever you want to believe you are whatever you want them to believe you are. But the real magic relies in the action. Like I mentioned in previous episodes, the limitations that are put on us don't exist unless we give them permission to. It's like cheating off your homie's test in grade school, only to realize that y'all had two different tests from the beginning. When you keep your eyes on your work, drop the comparisons, drop the societal pressures, and just live your life, you will unlock true freedom. When we limit ourselves by comparing ourselves to others, taking everything personal, clipping our wings before we fly, we are forfeiting our individuality to blend in with the group. Each and every one of us were designed to stand out, and while we can't bond together over our misfortunes and traumas, we can also bond together by lifting each other up. One word I've been hearing a lot lately is compartmentalization, and we'll talk about that in the upcoming episodes. But this is really the difference maker in moving past the opinions of other people. As we are on our journey to healing and becoming successful, we are going to have to learn that some stuff doesn't need to be playing in our heads 24/7. The hurt that we experienced 10, 15 years ago is long gone. It's messed up that it happened, and it is very unfortunate because you didn't deserve that. But the truth is, that event needed to happen in order for you to become the person you were designed to be. The hurt that someone caused by saying hurtful things were very disrespectful, and you didn't deserve that. But holding on to it serves you no purpose. It is these thoughts that are the dead weight that are holding you back from reaching your true potential. So the question remains, seriously, why do we give a fuck? Because no matter what route you take in life, somebody is always going to have something to say. You can do every single thing that somebody wants you to do, and they will still not be pleased because you could have done something differently. But if you live your life and your truth, you become unfuckwithable. Because when it's all said and done and it's time to contest the life that we lived and the choices that we made, placing the blame on other people won't be good enough. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. As I always say, you got to do what you got to do to get to where you want to be. If living your life upsets other people, that's fine because that's their problem and not yours. You should never apologize for doing what's right for you. Yeah, it's going to suck. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, you've been with your partner for an extended period and you're getting the urge to take your solo journey. Yeah, you're getting tired of sitting in traffic every day and are beginning to contemplate starting your own endeavors, whether it be school, sports, medicine, research, history, burger flipping, podcast, writing, YouTubing, or whatever it is you want to do. Whether or not you're successful at it is 100% up to you. I say all that to say this. It is time that we channel our inner Barry B. Henson. It's time that we stop swerving in and out of our lane and we regain focus on the mission at hand. Being in other folks' lane is the fastest way to get in an entanglement. Staying in your lane is a no traffic zone because comparison is a thief to joy. And the more you compare yourself to your situation or what's going on around you, you are wasting valuable time that you could have spent solving the problem. The more you keep your eyes on what everybody else is doing, you are losing sight of what could be happening for you. So starting today, let's practice gratitude for our situation. Even if we aren't where we want to be, driving the car we want to drive, doing what we want to do, and etc., it's important that we give thanks for all that we are now. Don't get so caught up in people's opinion that you allow their opinion to become your identity. Don't be afraid to compartmentalize all the struggles and hurt that you've been through and focus on the next step in front of you. Because pursuing our dream is our greatest gift. And who knows, our idea could be the one that solves all of our problems. So the choice is yours. So as always, man, I appreciate you spending some time with your boy. I appreciate you, you know, locking into this episode. If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the campaign. I've been distant from social media this past week. I've been taking some time off to clear my mind, focus up on this next phase of the journey. And I'm really glad that I did that because I was able to give y'all some real conversations that I've been having with myself. So I'm glad that, we here, get to spend this moment of time together. As always, man. Oh yeah, before I close it out, if you in Georgia, man, I'm doing a book signing at Phoenix and Dragon Bookstore on July 22nd. Excuse me, July 26th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. down in Sandy Springs. Come out, support the campaign, buy a copy of The Power of Belief, and I will sign it for you right there on the spot. This would be a great opportunity for you to come out, meet me, get familiar with the campaign because I got some stuff that I'm getting ready to roll out and it's about to take the campaign to another level. So come out, support the boy. I appreciate it. July 26th, Phoenix and Dragon Bookstore, Sandy Springs, Georgia. I had an address for y'all on the next episode because I kind of remember it right now. I kind of don't remember it right now, and I don't want to get it wrong. So as always, man. Oh yeah, one last thing too. Make sure you check out saucebradybooks.com. If you sign up for my newsletter, I got you a little, got you a little hookup for the boy for supporting the campaign. Um, as always, man, get lifted, stay inspired. It's your boy. Peace.